Hey guys, today I'm going to be trying something a little different with my video format and everything, and I do apologize if you hear traffic. The road is like right there. But I'm going to be trying something a little different. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you how I start with the dragon drawings that I do. I'm going to show you essentially how to start the basics of drawing a dragon. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start drawing the dragon, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this screen a little bit smaller, put it off to the corner so you can see that I am actually drawing this dragon, and hopefully I can put this together. I'm not really great with video making, but I am trying my hardest to see if I can bring something new to the table for you guys to enjoy while watching my videos. Alright, so I'm going to turn the camera and then show you my iPad. There's a lot of glare and I do apologize for that. The window's like right here, but I'm going to be tilting it a little bit, and hopefully that'll help me out with being able to see my screen and all of its dirtiness, and we'll see how that goes. So the first thing I like to do is I always like to choose my brush, and my brush is going to be actually the sketching under sketching in Procreate and the 6B pencil. I didn't have to do anything different with this brush. I just like it the way it is, and that's the one that I like to use to sketch out the beginning of my dragon. So for this video, we're only going to be focusing on the dragon face and part of the neck. I'm going to show you how I start with that. So the first thing I do is I draw or sketch out almost like an oval shape, sort of like an eye, like that. And then my point of the neck is going to be right there. And then I'm going to decide how I want this neck to act. So in this painting, I'm just going to give it that S-like feel, like so. And then from there, I'm going to start working on the jaw, the eyes, where I want the eyes to be placed, the angle of the head, and so on. So I like to use almost the same method as people use for heads, human heads. I like to figure out where the nose is going to be, the angle it's going to be in, that kind of stuff. In this oval shape, sometimes I will do it a little bit smaller. Sometimes I'll keep it long like this. This one I'm going to keep long, but there's certain times that I like to just make a circle like that and then start drawing out from there. Actually, yeah. So this is when I start thinking about the snout and how I want the snout to be. There's like a million different versions of dragons out there with different snouts and different looks, and I just like to play around until something clicks, and then I can start, really diving deep into it. And with the eye, I always draw a circle, and that's just a placeholder for me, just to know where I plan on putting that eyeball. So on this sketch, nothing has to be perfect, and that's what I have to keep telling myself, because I'll want to go in there and put little small details, but this is just a sketch portion of the dragon. It's not even the one that matters. This is just basically letting me know where I plan on putting things. And as you can see, I like to do the eyelids too, as far as where they're going to be. I always draw this thing right here just to show me where the jawbone would probably curve. So I always put a circle there so I know that that's where I can either have it be two separate bones meeting together, or I can just have it one big bone going straight down and across. So now I'm starting to feel a little bit better about this dragon. So now what I do is, because I realized that I want to put some pretty nice horns on there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shrink this sketch down a little bit so I can make room for the horns. With that, I just select and then I resize. And that's about good right there. So the horns is another thing that I like to try and tackle and make unique about every one of my dragons. So we're gonna try and come up with something really cool here. And again, I'm not thinking about precision right now. I'm just trying to come up with a cool shape for the horns. Or something that's at least cool to me. So once I have the desired horn design that I wanted, now I'm gonna do something that helps me save some time. Actually, I just realized I wanted to do a little bit more up here, so that's what I'm doing right now. Then also what I'm going to do is I'm going to resize it again because my horns are a little bit bigger than I anticipated. So we'll move it down. Alright, so now that I have what I really like in the horns, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this horn, and this is what saves me time. And I'm just going to copy. Then I'm going to paste, and then this one is going to be the second one. merge those two layers together. And then we're going to go back to the pencil, and we're going to finish at least the thickness of this dragon's neck. Then we're going to add the bottom of the chin and the start of the neck. And again, this is just rough sketching. And then I like to put these lines telling me how everything is curving to the face. And this will help me when I'm doing details on the face, on the snout, on the eyes, all that stuff. And I do the same thing for the neck. And again, this is just a placeholder. Let me know what I was thinking when I sketched this. There's a bus. Alright, I'm going to put the nostrils close to the face here. And then of course, I'll probably just another placeholder for me is kind of like the fins. If you guys watch Game of Thrones, in the last season they showed the dragons, or the last episode they showed the dragons up close, and you can tell that they had something on their back that kind of resembled fins, like the fins on a fish with the spines in them. And it almost acted like it was used to kind of help the dragon move through the air. So I thought that was kind of cool, so I'm gonna use that too. Alright, so since we have this so far going, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean it up just a little tiny bit to make the outline and everything clear. Get rid of the major imperfections, and then I'm going to start inking it. Well, what I usually do is I turn it blue, like a navy blue or sky blue. Makes it easier to see the ink and kind of not concentrate on the sketch itself. So that's going to be my next step. And I'm actually going to show you how I do that in this video, and then we're going to cut it there, and I will post another video, a continuation on this dragon. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just darkening the very light areas that I have. That's going to translate better when I turn it blue. And then we're going to get into the erasing of the major imperfections. That way I'm not concentrating on lines that I really don't want to be part of the picture when it comes to inking. Some of these lines though, you want to, sorry about that. Some of these lines you want to just lighten, don't erase them completely, just lighten it. Like these shape lines, I call them. It's probably not the actual name for them, but I call them shape lines because it's basically showing me the shape. I lighten those. because I still need them when I do my inking. And there. So now I just realized that I didn't give them any teeth or a tongue or anything like that. So I'm gonna go back to my sketching and I'm gonna start adding those teeth, those awesome teeth. So I've been doing a certain way of teeth, and that's when I overlap them, almost like the teeth are sitting outside of the dragon's mouth. I think that's kind of cool and unique. So I'm gonna do that for this one too. So there we have where I want the teeth to be, so let's do the tongue. And there we have it. What I do now to color it blue in Procreate, it's very simple, and I'll show you how to do that. So first you want to go into your layers. You want to go ahead and select that layer, which you can select it right from this toolbar here. And then you're going to go and, without touching anything else, go to your paintbrush. And this time I like to go to painting and use the round brush. Then you're going to change the color to a blue. And all you have to do is just start painting on it. It's gonna only paint the sketched lines that you created, like that. Very simple to do. This button here that's blue on the top left hand, go ahead and tap that once and it'll unselect it and you're ready to go. And then the next thing I do is I tap the little wand up here on the top left again, hit opacity, and then we're gonna drop the opacity till you can barely see it. Then go to your layers and add a layer, and then you can start inking. Make sure you turn the color back to black and select your inking, whichever type of pen point or inking brush you like to use, and then you can start inking over the lightened layer there. Alright, so we're going to stop it right there, and I'm going to see you guys on the next video so that we can continue working on this dragon. Alright, so thank you for watching my video, and we'll see you guys on the next one so that we can continue drawing that dragon. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Make sure you give a thumbs up to this video if you like it. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. And if you want to see more, let me know. Also, subscribe to my channel for the latest video that I make. Alright? This week's videos are all going to be about dragons. See you guys next time.